Good evening, and welcome to Big Z Sports' presentation of high school softball playoffs. Tonight in this Division II sectional final, the John Glenn Muskies host the New Philadelphia Quakers. Tonight's game is presented by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Wayne Door, Wood Electric, Wendy's, Unified Insulation, and McInturf Realty. Now, let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
Welcome to New Concord, as we had a little bit of a rain shower roll through for your Wood Electric pregame show, but we have clear enough skies for today's presentation of high school softball. It's a sectional championship, Division II in the East District. The New Philadelphia Quakers are in town, and they are facing the John Glenn Little Muskies. Nick McWilliams here for today's presentation, alongside Shannon Thomas. And Shannon, obviously it's tournament softball. That means win or go home, but we talk about the implications of this game. New Philadelphia looking for a perfect 3-game sweep of John Glenn in the season. Well, you know that the Little Muskies are going to be looking for some redemption.
Yeah, and that's one thing about it. You know, you go into the extra season, as you like to call it. It's always tough to beat somebody a third time. But it wasn't like those first couple of games that were blowouts by New Philly. They were both battled down right to the last thing, and New Philly actually came out on top. It was a doubleheader that day, and they won both games on the hill there in New Philadelphia. And They got to go 3-0 in order to move on, or Little Muskies got to pick up their first win against the Quakers this year for them to move on. So it's going to be a very good game today between two good teams.
A very highly anticipated showdown. We're going to take our first time out, and when we come back, we are talking with New Philadelphia head coach John Dupy. Here, brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications are back after this.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Are you neglecting your building's 5th wall? Did you know something as simple as a clogged drain can lead to a destructive roof leak? Protect your business assets with WM Commercial Roofing's Umbrella Care program. This program will provide you with regular maintenance surveys and repairs to extend the life of your roof. Invest in your business with our top quality materials, advanced techniques, and skilled craftsmanship. Are you ready for a reliable partnership? Visit our website, wmcommercialroofing.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to learn more.
Do you hunt, fish, sew, or have a hobby that you would like to share with someone? Hi, this is Noah Sugg with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are faced with our biggest commitment in matching 56 littles with bigs. We will match a little with you that shares the same interests and enjoys the same things, so you can do what you enjoy and change the life of a little at the same time. To learn more, we ask you call 339-6916 or visit bigs4kids.com/volunteer. Thank you.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Welcome back into your Wood Electric pregame show. Big Z Sports bringing you some softball tournament action. The sectional championships here in the East District for Division II. It is the New Philadelphia Lady Quakers as they hit the road here to New Concord to take on the John Glenn Little Muskies. And I am joined along the base pass with the coach, brought to you by the Cush Financial Group, with New Philadelphia Quakers head coach John Dupy. Coach, obviously tournament softball, we always love it. You guys are coming in here after a great win over East Liverpool. Probably get a lot of confidence builder after a win like that.
Oh, yeah. It's favorite time of the year. Softball season. This is a great time of the year when you're sitting in this sectional championship and, beautiful day out. Clouds hopefully will continue to push away. But, it should be a fun night here.
Now, whenever you look at how decisive of a victory you guys got in that first game, it's sometimes hard to really pinpoint all the things that were working well, just because it seems like so many things were working well. But what were you most impressed with from your team in that victory?
We knew going into that game that, we were going to have to – some of the things we wanted to work on was our mental focus, staying up, because we knew Liverpool was a young team and – things will be a lot different tonight. So that was some of the things going in. Our goals was make sure we adjusted to the pitchers, the different speed of the pitcher. And for the most part, I felt we did a pretty good job with that. And overall, we played a good, solid game, for the first round there. And now we come here.
Now, when you look across the diamond at the John Glenn Lady Muskies, we know a very formidable team, very tough team, and that just kind of seems how it works in the East District most of the time. So tell me a little bit about what you see out of them.
Oh, I mean, they're a seasoned bunch over there. I mean, last 4 years they've been to regional a couple times, district last year. They got their all-high-end pitcher back again this year. We've seen them twice this year at our place. It was a good day for the Quakers that day. We did come up with 2 victories, but like I told the girls, A, it was at our house. B, it was 2 one-run victories. So anything can happen. We have to. Now we're coming down here. We're at their place. We're going to have to put a great game together tonight to beat these guys.
Now, I know that the old adage is it's hard to beat the same team 3 times in a season, but is there at least a little bit of, you think, maybe familiarity, considering what's going to be on the mound? The girls kind of have a good idea of what the approach is going to be? Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of interesting, though. They say it's hard to beat a team 3 times, and we're still the underdog tonight. So, we're coming in as the lower seed, or whatever way you want to look at that. They're the 2 seed, we're the 7 seed, so we're kind of the underdogs again tonight, which is a role I like playing. I think the girls like to play that role, too. So even though we got a couple victories over them this year, we know they're still the dominant team. They're the team everybody thought, picked as the 2 seed. And, it's something we're looking forward to the challenge of facing tonight. Well, thank you for your time, Coach. Good luck to the Quakers.
Thank you.
Head Coach John Dupy for the New Philadelphia Quakers, brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. Stick around because we've got John Glenn on the way after this. Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
This is Jordan Hartzler with Hartzler's Quality Housing. In today's housing market, with low inventory and rising costs, there is a need for affordable housing. With our team's knowledge and experience, we strive to provide affordable, quality housing to our customers to help them achieve their dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned and operated business for 45 years.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza, with locations in West Lafayette and Janaden Hutton to serve you. Amici's Pizza offers your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. Right now at Amici's, with the purchase of a large or an extra large pizza at regular price, receive a free medium cheesy bread. Try one today in West Lafayette or Janaden Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
At Gillen Body Shop, they know that when their business is needed, it's never planned, and that can cause you quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for you by making sure the work is completed right the first time. And Gillen Body Shop's experienced staff gives all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philly, or find them on Facebook.
Welcome back into the Wood Electric pregame show, Big Z Sports live from New Concord, as we will be bringing you some tournament softball action. The John Glenn Lady Muskies will host the New Philadelphia Lady Quakers coming up here shortly. We're going to go along the base pass with the coach, brought to you by the Cush Financial Group, and his head coach, Steve Kogle, for the John Glenn Muskies. Coach, very excited to get a sectional championship underway, I'm sure. We hopefully will have bright skies. It's going to be a good day, right?
Yeah, it's always bright and sunny here in New Concord at John Glenn High School on the softball diamond. But we had a little bit of rain last night and some this morning, but our diamond is dry and ready to go, and probably the best shape it's been all spring.
Now, I know I don't have to tell you this, but when it comes to Division II and the kind of area of the bracket you guys play, it's always tough. And, this is a team you guys are familiar with. Third time around taking on the New Philadelphia Quakers, so you guys kind of excited about the chance for that redemption from the first two games.
Yes, our kids, our players, we actually had a little seating meeting party in the high school when the seating was going on. And they noticed when New Philly dropped down to our side of the bracket, and they were going, "Yes, Coach, yes."
Well, that's good. That's always good to have that kind of enthusiasm. Some hard-fought battles you had with New Philadelphia, but overall, you guys really had a great season. What was kind of the key to success when you guys were finding those victories?
I think we can attribute that to our three seniors. They're the last three remaining starting nine of our state semifinal team from 3 years ago. And these young ladies from the get-go have been nothing but excellent team leaders, very positive in their outlook and how they led this team. And that's something that I have relied upon them this year, because we start those three seniors and 6 sophomores. And they have been just excellent from the get-go.
Now, finally for you, Coach, what is going to be the biggest key in order to pick up a victory here and keep that tournament aspiration still alive here for the Muskies?
Obviously, score more runs than they do. But no, seriously, I think that we have to play error-free ball. We maybe get by with 1 or 2, but actually would like to see no error-free ball and limit their big hits. If we can do that and get some key hits when we get base runners, I think we'll be successful.
I always love a Greg Popovich type answer there of just score more runs. Simple as that. Well, thank you for your time, Coach. Good luck to the Muskies.
Appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
Head Coach Steve Kogle for the John Glenn Lady Muskies, brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. Stick around. We wrap up your Wood Electric pregame show and get to the night's first pitch after this.
The Tusky Deli not only offers the lowest prices around on their deli items, but they also carry holiday gift boxes and offer made-to-order meat and cheese trays at the lowest prices around. Perfect for your upcoming holiday parties at home or at the office. Plus, you can give the gift of a Tusky Deli gift card, which makes the perfect stocking stuffer for Christmas. To see all the Tusky Deli has to offer, find them on Facebook.
One thing every sports family knows is how crazy eating schedules can get. Well, let Papa John's of Uhrichsville and New Philadelphia handle the cooking. Papa John's offers a full menu including stuffed crust pizza, Papa Diaz, wings, cheese sticks, and so much more. See all that Papa John's has to offer by visiting papajohns.com and keep earning those Papa rewards. Papa John's of Uhrichsville and New Philadelphia. Just what you need for your busy schedule.
Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors. Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust. Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Back in with your Wood Electric pregame show as we get set to round that out. And we move right into your starting lineups brought to you by Wendy's. And I'll go ahead, Shannon, and have you start with the visiting New Philadelphia Quakers, who will be up to bat first.
Yeah, for the New Philadelphia Quakers, batting leadoff will be the catcher, number 9, Reese Loveday. Batting second will be number 18, the right fielder, Sarah Soweski. Batting third will be number 22, Sydney Vandal, and she plays left field. Batting fourth will be Ellie Mason. She's the third baseman and wears number 21. Batting fifth will be Madison Wright. She wears number 8 and plays shortstop. Batting sixth will be Jillian Howard, your pitcher. She wears number 15. Batting seventh will be number 11, Olivia Jackson, your first baseman. Batting eighth will be 00, Peyton Murphy, your second baseman. And rounding out the batting order will be Zoe DeVore, your center fielder, and she wears number 2.
Thank you for that, Shannon. As your Wendy's starting lineups for the home John Glenn Little Muskies, will go through what they're going to be like in the field, and we'll go with their batting order. First baseman will be number 1, Addie Babcock, bats leadoff. Estelle Matheny is the shortstop. She bats second, and she wears number 6. The pitcher, the All-Ohioan, it's Sydney Marshall. She bats third, wears number 18. The catcher, number 10, it is Olivia Booth, as she will be batting in the power spot. Third baseman, Ava Miller, bats fifth, wearing number 7. Sarah Wayne is the second baseman, batting 6, wearing number 2. Number 3 is the left fielder, Kinley Porter. She will be batting 7th. Libby Brown is the center fielder, wearing number 4, batting 8th. And Bella Daniels is out there in right field, wearing number 12, and will bat 9th. As we get set to wrap everything up here, and we're going to get to the evening's first pitch. And, of course, get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel if you have not done so as we wrap up your Wood Electric pregame show. First pitch today going to be brought to you by Buckeye Career Center. Loveday to stand in for the Quakers. Sectional championship on the line here in Division II out of the East District, as we're going to see ball number 1 to Loveday, too high.
Yeah, Loveday is one of those batters you love to see get on base. She's got a little bit of speed. She likes to make things happen when she gets on the bases.
Something of note here, Shannon, the sun has finally arrived.
It only took 2 days of Big Z Sports to get it.
Next pitch is going to be in there for strike number 1 from Marshall, who went to the knees. Marshall's next offering on the inside corner, strike 2 to Loveday. The Quakers catcher stands back in. Marshall's 1-2 offering, way too high as she tried to get her to chase with the rise. but maybe pushed a little too high. Something to note here, Shannon, that Coach Kogle noted. I think we got a gate open down the third baseline that the umpire saw, wants to get that closed. Coach Kogle for John Glenn did say, the 3 seniors on this team, they're the last remnants of that state runner-up team from 2021 that this John Glenn team had, so that's where they bank on their leadership from.
Yeah, a veteran team, and they've been here before, and they've done that.
Too far outside. Good first at bat for Loveday as she pushes the count to full. The 3-2 offering is going to be on the outside corner, strike 3, as Loveday is sat down looking for out number 1 to start off the ballgame. Sarah Soweski, she'll stand in, the lefty, for her first attempt at the plate. Of course, also streaming live right now, Big Z Sports has another Division II matchup. It's the Indian Valley Braves taking on the Dover Tornadoes from Dover City Park. You could pull up both those games on your TV and your phone, Shannon?
Yeah, you get watch pitcher and pitcher on your big screen TV or watch one on your iPad or on your phone. Whatever you do, Big Z Sports got you covered today with 2 great softball games.
Marshall's 1-0 offerings in the dirt. Soweski's up 2-0 in the count. Today's presentation of Spring Sports in Z Country brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, as they have been all season long. The 2-0 delivery is going to be on the outside corner, and Soweski knew it. It's now 2-1.
You ever think you're this late in the season and the players wear those armbands, the coach yells in the play, and the reason they look at their armbands, they're like, wait a minute, did he really just call what I thought he called?
I think that might be it. Soweski's going to make contact. Is fielded barehanded by Marshall. Delivers on to first for out number 2. A good play for the pitcher there for John Glenn as a ground out and 2 quick outs for her. Sydney Vandal, the left fielder, she'll stand in for her first attempt. Yeah, that might be exactly what happens, Shannon, because these girls, they've gotten all those calls in the dugout, and sometimes coaches will change those up and have different armbands depending on the situation, so they have to double check. But you might also be looking up, if you see a flash, like a look back up down the third baseline, a coach thinking, wait, what? Vandal sees the first one on the outside corner, strike 1.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch right there. She kind of brought some heat and got it to the outside and got the call.
Next delivery in the dirt. John Glenn coming into this game, the higher seed, Shannon, here in the East District, out of Division II in the East District. But the interesting thing here is we do know in the regular season series, it was New Philadelphia who swept them 2-0.
Yeah, like we said, that was 2 games. It was 2 dog fights, and the Quakers was able to get both of them.
There is a line shot for Vandal as she's going to have a 2-out single with a big turn at first and will scamper back in. Vandal, the line drive to left center. It's a 2-out base runner.
Yeah, she did a nice job right there getting contact on that. Kind of got over towards the center fielder a little bit, so she was able to make a clean play. If it was to the left just a little bit more, it would have rolled all the way to the fence, but she still got on base.
Ellie Mason out of the power spot, the third baseman. The delivery from Marshall is going to be there for strike 1. You can hear possibly from the John Glenn dugout, thanks to the 2 games they had with the scouting report, obviously, already calling out where the batters for New Philadelphia hit the last 2 times that they saw them, and rightfully so. Good scouting. I'm sure we're going to be getting the same from New Philadelphia's dugout, as the next offering was too far outside.
Yeah, they as far as John Glenn, they definitely went back and re-looked at both of those games to try to figure out what to do here against this Quaker offense.
Marshall's 1-1. Too low. Good hold there. You saw Mason start with the hands, but she held back as she saw that ball dropping out of the zone right before the front of the plate. The 2-1. Swung on a check swing. There goes Vandal. She'll go for the steal, and the ball actually hits her. She'll be safe at second as a runner moves into scoring position now for the Quakers.
Yeah, she did a nice job there. Got that jump. Got out there to the bag. Throw was a little high.
Now, it's marked on the board as a ball, but I'm fairly certain that Mason did go, and sure enough, it is 2-2. 2 gone in the top of the first. Marshall toes the rubber, kicks, deals. Swung on, pop-up, right side, trailing towards the line. Right fielder goes back and will make the grab as Daniels makes out number 3. Quakers are retired with their 4th batter of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of the first. Jillian Howard's coming to the circle for the Quakers after this.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the financial needs of local community members for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with the unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the office at 330-308-8700 or visit cushfinancial.com to schedule your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independent Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our school-to-work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Welcome back into New Concord as we move on to the bottom of the first inning. It is the New Philadelphia Quakers out there on the field. Jillian Howard will be your starting pitcher for them as they face the potent John Glenn offense. No score after a 2-out single for Vandal and a stolen base, but she was left stranded. And that could be something that we come back to as this game rolls on, Shannon, about stranded base runners. Obviously, runs might be a premium in this matchup in this sectional championship.
Yeah, it could very easily come down to those runs that you left stranded on the base. And now the Quaker defense has got to come on and take care of this Muskie offense.
The leadoff hitter is the first baseman. Babick for John Glenn, the lefty. First offering from Howard's a hot shot right back up the middle, and a 1 pitch and a single. 1 base runner for John Glenn there, wasted no time jumping on the first one she saw.
Yeah, she seen the pitch that she wanted, and she just sent it right back up the middle, and it kind of caught everybody off guard.
So Babick will stand at first. Up next, another lefty. The shortstop is Estelle Matheny. We'll see if John Glenn wants to test the arm of Loveday early from behind the dish. As the next offering from Howard, it was a fake bunt attempt there, or at least maybe potentially thought about the bunt. Regardless, it will hit the zone for strike 1.
Quick score update out of Dover Park. The Lady Tornadoes lead Indian Valley Braves 2-0 after 1 inning in that sectional championship game.
Rounding to bunt again, but pulling the bat back as the pitch ran low was Matheny. And something interesting from that, Shannon, those 2 runs Dover put on the board, that was all that they needed the first time that those 2 teams met. It was a 2-1 victory.
Yeah, and that could be another game where runs are a premium, and Dover's already got a couple, so Indian Valley going to have a lot of work against a very good Dover team.
Howard's next delivery swung on, and there's a line drive between the first baseman and second baseman. It was going to be a wide turn at second there for Babick, but instead she holds up. So 2 runners on early here for John Glenn.
Yeah, that's a little bit of trouble for the Quakers right now with no outs and 2 runners on. They got to find a way now to get some outs.
Marshall, the pitcher, will stand in from the 3 spot. Howard in a bit of a jam already in the bottom of the first. Sectional championship here, Division II in the East District. Off speed. That one's turned on. Center fielder going back, and will make the catch over her shoulder and will deliver on to third. Both runners will tag up on the throw, but a nice play out there in center for DeVore, who had to turn and make that catch over her shoulder.
Yeah, she did a nice job there for a minute. I thought she was going to run out of room, but she was able to make the catch, and smart base running right there.
So now both runners in scoring position for Booth, the catcher. And Coach Dupy from the third base coach's box asking for an appeal for the base umpire, saying that he did not feel that the runner, at least the lead runner, tagged up. But instead, Blue behind the plate saying, no, that's my call. I saw her tag.
That's one interesting call that if you're watching at home, you can rewind and go back to see if Coach Dupke was right or if Blue was right.
So Howard is ready from the circle. She'll deliver. Swung on. That one's going to be fouled off of the plate. It will go into play, but good call by the umpire there to call the foul.
Booth comes into this game batting .354 on the season.
.354, and on top of that, 9 RBIs as well. Looking to drive in another one. Howard delivers. Swung on. Second baseman's going to have the play as she'll knock it down and deliver it on to first. It is in time, but one run is going to come across as Babbitt will score. It is a sacrifice for Booth, and we got the game's first run.
Yeah, nice job by the second baseman right there to be able to knock that ball down, get it, and still get the out. Now, that was a big play, even though the Muskies was able to score one run right there.
Murphy, that one was a little hard to handle, but she took a deep breath, delivered it on to first, was never going to have the play at home as Babbitt took off. Howard's delivery with 2 outs is going to be low to Miller, the third baseman. Smart base running decisions could be all the difference as this game wears on. Howard's 1-0 off speed, and it froze Miller. It's now 1-1.
It was almost like the umpire knew it was going to be a strike before it got to the glove. It looked like he called that one as it was dropping. It was a thing of beauty, and he liked it.
Perfect flick of the wrist to get strike one. Howard's 1-1. Swung on. There's a line drive to center, and DeVore's not going to be able to run it down. It's going to be another run coming in for John Glenn on the RBI single for Miller.
Yeah, nice. Another one right up the middle. So far, a lot of those balls have made it out to center field, and DeVore getting a little bit of workout.
So it was Matheny who came around to score as we move on to the sixth batter in Sarah Wayne, the second baseman. 1 runner on, 2 outs, 2-0 lead for the Lady Muskies. Howard's ready. She'll kick and deal. Too low. Loveday looked for a snap throw down to first, but did not bite. Howard ready again. Her 1-0, and that one's going to be a hard grounder right back to the mound, and Howard will make the out for out number 3. But John Glenn plates 2 in this sectional championship. Muskies on top. We move on to the second inning with Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Live more comfortably this winter with the help of Unified Insulation Systems. Unified Insulation Systems is a full-service insulation and weatherization provider that can show you how to properly insulate your home or business. With good insulation from Unified Systems, you can prevent your gutters from freezing and get rid of your high-energy bills. Call Jeremiah Thomas today for your free quote at 330-773-7377 or visit unifiedinsulation.com. Call Unified Insulation Systems today, your most trusted name in insulation.
5-6-7 due up for the Quakers as they find themselves behind 2-0 in the top of the second inning. Of course, a big thank you to one of our sponsors jumping on for today's broadcast in Hartzler's Quality Housing. Be sure to reach out to Hartzler's if you're looking to make a housing change. They can build a suit, so to speak, Shannon.
Yeah, they'll help you get whatever you want and put on that piece of land you have.
And Wright goes after the first one she sees, had some hard contact, but pulls it well foul down the third baseline. Marshall, that first inning, only knock she gave up was to Vandal. Swung on and missed as Wright might have pulled the head a little. There's a reason that John Glenn and Coach Kogle are so confident in handing the ball to Marshall. She has been electric all season long. The next offerings are just a bit too low to Wright. Marshall kicks, deals. Swung on, popped up, straight back, and going up over our heads and into the thicket behind us. Good luck finding that ball.
Marshall comes in to the game with an ERA of 1.10.
A 17-3 mark for her as well.
And 127 innings pitched.
Next delivery from Marshall. Right holds off as it was on the inside of the plate, and they're actually going to say it nicked the jersey. Actually, no, off of her wrist, in fact. Must have just grazed her. And the coaches were actually asking from the dugout, saying there if they thought maybe it was on a swing that she went after it, but she did not break the plane. So a hit by pitch will award New Philly their second base runner of the game. They say wear it for your team, Shannon. That's Wright's probably thinking that was the best way I could have wore it. She might. I don't even know if she really necessarily knew it hit her. Yeah, she's moving her hand around a little bit.
You can they're moving her hand now.
There's a line drive down the right side, but it is going to go just foul from Howard, who tried to paint it down the right field line, but it hooked foul.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that ball curved right at the last second and just went on the other side of the line. If it hits fair, you're going to have a base runner standing on third.
Howard, the pitcher for New Philadelphia, will stand in, trying to chip away at those 2 runs that John Glenn has put up, and she's going to try to drop a bunt down, but it is going to hook foul down the first baseline. Coach Dupy for New Philly looking for a little small ball early on.
Yeah, and you want that small ball, and you want it to work out perfect when you go to do it, but now it's kind of put you in a hole because it didn't work, and when you're going against a very good pitcher like Marshall, sometimes that'll put you behind.
Marshall's delivery is going to be outside corner, strike 3 called. Second punch out of the game, and there's 1 gone. Olivia Jackson, the first baseman. She'll stand in. Another lefty in this Quakers lineup. Marshall's first offering to her is going to run too far outside for ball 1. You know, standing over at first, Shannon Wright is itching to utilize those wheels. Marshall kicks, steals. 1-0 is swung on and missed. Howard couldn't catch up to the heat. Marshall's 1-1 is swung on and missed again as she went to the outside corner. The 1-2. Too far outside as Jackson holds off. We've got an even count of 2-2.
Yeah, Jackson doing a nice job right there. She kind of looked at it and she wisely let it go by.
Marshall's 2-2 is fought off by Jackson. Kind of a 3-quarter swing. And Marshall is hammering that low and away spot on the plate. Sectional championship action in this extremely loaded East District here for Division II. Marshall's 2-2 delivery swung on and missed as she goes to the outside corner again. And Jackson is retired. Back-to-back punch-outs now for Marshall. Peyton Murphy, the second baseman, will stand in.
The recent updated stats we got from Marshall was 180 Ks on the season.
Her first offering to Murphy's too low, ball 1. All of a sudden, Shannon is feeling rather toasty out here.
I almost got my sweatshirt out during that rainstorm, but I left it in the bag.
Murphy holds off on another one that's too low, 2-0. Outfield fence out here in New Concord is lined with both Quakers and Muskies fans. Good crowd on hand as Murphy will offer and fouls it away. It's a 2-1 count.
Yeah, it's the first time I've been to a softball game down here, and they utilize part of the football field. They've got a makeshift fence, and they do a nice job with it.
Fouled straight back up over the cage. Count draws even at 2-2. I believe, the last time I was down here, to my knowledge, it was John Glenn who played a lot at Muskingum University just down the road. I think they might just utilize this more as a practice field. I'm sure they do play games here, but I do not know for certain. The 2-2. Too low. There goes the runner. Wright is going to slide in, and she missed the tag. Did the shortstop as lunging over for it was Matheny. Just couldn't quite catch Wright, and we got a payoff pitch upcoming. Big spot early on. John Glenn up 2-0. New Philadelphia looking for a spark. 3-2, put into play. Third baseman will glove it. Miller throws on to first, and it's dropped at first. Here comes Wright home, and New Philadelphia only trails by 1.
Nice job by Wright to round that bag and keep on going, and it worked out. The ball got dropped.
The stolen base sets up that play as the catcher, Booth, will come out and has a conversation with her infield there, trying to calm everybody down. As Babick at first just couldn't hold on to it, Shannon, and that one's going to be a heartbreaker for her. That was going to be a nice work out of the jam there for Matheny. Instead, we go to the bottom of the lineup in Zoe DeVore, the center fielder for New Philadelphia. Yeah, they still have a chance to tie this game up.
And nice job by Murphy to run hard. Sometimes the kids think, it's an easy throw. She dropped it, and if she doesn't run that out, she could pick it back up real quick.
First offering to DeVore is in there, strike 1. Well, what did we say in the pregame? Who's going to make the least amount of mistakes? That's always the biggest question. Marshall ready again. Her 0-1 is going to be in there for strike 2. DeVore in the 0-2 hole with 2 gone. Marshall's ready. 0-2 is put into play. It's a line drive. Shortstop, gloves, throws on to first. Close play at first, but out. And a good throw that time from Matheny. New Philadelphia does plate 1. John Glenn up 2-1. Big Z Sports is back after this.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
We are in New Concord. Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications sectional championship action in Division II in the East District. Jillian Howard back on the mound for New Philadelphia as the Quakers get the 1 run back. Howard delivers, ground ball onto third and delivered onto first for out number 1 there. Good throw from Mason. As umpire, I was going to ask Shannon, are we going to get the music turned off? And we did. So Kinley Porter grounds out in the first pitch she sees.
I was actually at a basketball game earlier this year that happened. They turned the music on and they started playing the game, and the referees were just letting it go. And I looked down at the AD and I'm like, hey, they're still playing the music. And he took off running.
Next delivery on the outside corner to Libby Brown, her first time up, the center fielder. We got to thank Amici's Pizza as well, making this presentation possible. If you're in Jeanette Hutton or West Lafayette or the surrounding areas and you want some big city taste for a small town price, you're going to want to try Amici's Pizza, as it's a check swing strike from Brown, who broke the plane.
Yeah, she got that bat out there, and then she tried to pull back, and she couldn't get it back in time and picked up an easy strike.
I can tell you there's no worse feeling when you know you've went too. Howard's 0-2. Swung on, popped up, left side, left fielder trailing towards the line, and making the grab over there for out number 2 is Vandal. 2 very quick outs from Howard on the mound.
You know, and that's kind of what you said when we were at commercial break, that Howard needed to come out and work quick this inning to kind of help keep that momentum going for the Quakers after that plate and that run.
Right fielder Bella Daniels will stand in. Way up in the box as Howard's first offerings on the inside corner, strike 1. Boy, there is not much you can do with that pitch unless you jump on it early and drive it to left, because it is in on your hands. Howard's 0-1. Swung on, third baseman's going to glove it. Throw on to first, and a very quick inning there for New Philadelphia on defense. John Glenn still leads 2-1. Big Z Sports is back after this.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Reduce your energy costs and get rebates up to $400? Thad here for TMK Valley Propane. The Ohio Propane Council offers Ohio residents rebates for installing new propane water heaters and furnaces. Heck, even licensed installers can receive incentives for installation. Visit OhioPropaneRebates.com. This public service announcement is brought to you by your friends at TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Still 2-1. John Glenn leads New Philly in this sectional championship, and we move back to the top of the order for New Philadelphia to start off the third inning. It'll be Reese Loveday who struck out looking her first time up. Get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Get notified when all of this action goes live, as Marshall's first offering to Loveday is going to catch her on the, might have been on the stomach there, Shannon, and one pitch, one base runner. Can't draw it up better than that, although Loveday would think, and I'd rather hit that into play and get on.
Yeah, but still, leadoff batter's on base.
Courtesy runner's going to come in here for New Philadelphia as Loveday will go to the dugout and get ready for her defensive duties as the catcher behind the plate for the Quakers. And your courtesy runner is Kylie Jones for New Philadelphia.
The other game that we have going on, Dover and Indian Valley has now moved into the bottom of the third inning, and Dover leads the Braves 2-1.
Sounds familiar, although we're not in the bottom of the third. As Blue writing in the substitution there, or the temporary substitution. Want to give a thank you to Gillen Body Shop as well for jumping on with this presentation. Got any of your bodywork needs for all your cars? Maybe you hit a deer, maybe you had some other kind of unfortunate action. Give Gillen Body Shop a call. They will set you right.
Wes and Mike over there at Gillen's Body Shop, they actually fixed my wife's van after hitting a deer last year.
Why do you think I said it like that?
In the middle of the day, driving down River Road, she said a deer come out and was running beside her and then turned and ran right into the side of it.
How many times I have to drive that to go to work? I can attest that will happen. As Soweski thinks about a slap hit, but instead holds the bat back, sees a strike on the outside corner. She's behind 0-2. So Jones, the courtesy runner, stands on at first. Nobody gone. Marshall's next delivery to Soweski, who will foul it away on the slap. Marshall ready again, her 0-2. Soweski slaps it away, foul again, and she continues to fight.
Yes, Soweski did a nice job right there, getting a piece of that one as it was starting to tail to the outside, and she was able to still get a little bit of it to foul it off.
Third baseman will play far in front of the third base coach's box. Marshall ready, Soweski. There's a grounder down the third baseline. Soweski hustling down to first. She will be out on the fielder's choice, but will advance Jones into scoring position.
Perfect job right there by Soweski, where to put the ball. It just had too much speed. It was really getting down the line, and it helped the third baseman out a lot, and so it made it a little tough to beat out that throw, but she did advance the runner.
Vandal will stand in. She had a single and then stole a base in the first inning. Marshall gets the call, takes a deep breath, and will deliver. Vandal holds off as it draws too far outside, ball one.
Yeah, nice job by Vandal to hold off on that one. She loaded. She
saw the jump.
She was ready to go.
Marshall's 1-0. Too low in the dirt. Nice dig out from behind the dish there as Booth prevents Jones from advancing.
Yeah, Jones got a nice little lead right there off the base. She was ready, and with the catcher made a nice job, like you said.
Something to note, very short backstop here in New Concord. Marshall's 2-0. Vandal holds off on the high heat, 3-0.
And the thing with that short backstop, it's also got looks to be about a 1-inch thick mat like you would use in a gym class. So if the ball hits it, it's going to die right there for the catcher. She's not going to have to worry about playing it off
where
the
the bounce is going to go.
Yeah.
3-0. Vandal had the take, I do believe, and she holds off as it was on the inside corner, 3-1. Not only that, though, Shannon, depending on how the dirt here, very wet, of course, from last night's rain and some of that rain that came through before we got the game started, it's not really going to be real lively, I would imagine, if it goes back there. 3-1. Vandal puts it into play. Past the third baseman and shortstop. Jones is going to be held by Coach Dupy. And there goes Vandal as she'll advance to second. Jones faked the run home, trying to draw that throw to second, but it doesn't stand. You got two runners in scoring position now, only one gone for the Quakers.
Yeah, nice job right there. Good base running by Jones. She come over here, rounded the corner. They looked at her, and they didn't even attempt to make a throw over there to get Vandal. They was more worried about Jones.
Ellie Mason will stand in. She flew out down the right field line her first time up. Marshall kicks, deals too high as Booth has to lunge out of her stance to grab that one. Marshall ready again. Her 1-0. It's going to run up at the letters for strike one, much to the chagrin of the New Philadelphia dugout. The 1-1. Too high. Mason holds off again. It's now 2-1. Jones and Vandal, third and second base respectively. Anything on the ground. Shouldn't say anything, almost anything on the ground. They're moving. 2-1. Check swing from Mason, but it's going to be in the zone. 2-2.
Yeah, Mason, she checked that one, then she looked back at the dugout and gave that little grit. She knew she missed an opportunity.
Marshall's 2-2. Swung on, popped up right side, and that's trailing out of play as it'll go over by the scoreboard, and who knows where that's going to end up. Beautiful place to have a field. The unfortunate part is where these balls that go out of play end up, Shannon.
Yeah, we're sitting like on the top of a hill, so they're rolling down the hill either way.
Mason ready again. She'll stand in. Marshall gets the call. Just runs a bit outside. Full count upcoming. Booth held it there for a little extra longer trying to get the call.
Yeah, she tried to frame a perfect picture for the umpire, but wasn't his type of artwork.
Full count 3-2 offering is going to be at the knees. Strike three, and Mason knew it as she turns around to head to the dugout. So now two gone. Wright will stand in. She was hit by a pitch her first time up, eventually came around to score after getting a stolen base, and she reached and came around home when Peyton Murphy reached first on the error. Wright back up the middle. Shortstop. It's off of her glove. One run's going to come around to score, and you're going to have runners at the corners with two gone, and we got a tie ball game as Jones will score.
That ball was hit hard enough. It forced the error on the shortstop right there. Not able to get it.
Took a strange hop as Matheny was trying to get a hold of it. She was moving to her right. And as the right-handed fielder, that glove in the left hand, sometimes you get caught in between trying to get the backhand or trying to get it in front of you. Swung on and missed as Howard stands in for her next plate attempt. She was strikeout looking last time up.
Luckily, when it took the bounce, it kind of just rolled over here towards the third baseman and
Almost
stopped.
Went straight in the air.
Yeah, and then it was just sitting there spinning, so the Quakers were unable to get 2 out of that.
Marshall delivers. There goes the runner. And trying to get him caught in between, as it does not work out for New Philadelphia with the base runner in right advancing. Coach Dupy was hoping to force that throw, but did not get it. Howard's behind 0-2. Both runners in scoring position with 2 gone. Marshall delivers, swung on. Howard. There's a fly ball to right, and it's going to drop, and 2 runs are going to come across for New Philadelphia as Jillian Howard delivers a 2 RBI single with 2 gone.
Yeah, big shot right there by Howard out there. It kind of hung. I thought she was going to be able to make a play out there in right field, but unable to do so.
Daniels, the right fielder, was hugging the right field line because that's where Howard hit it the last time, and that's where she wants to be, but great piece of hitting from Howard, who delivers and comes up big for the Quakers. Courtesy runner coming in for her. It's Sarah Cardani. So up next, it will be Olivia Jackson, who struck out her first time up. New Philadelphia all of a sudden leads 4-2, and we're talking about a brand new ball game, Shannon.
Yeah, the offense for the Quakers have showed up this inning. They've been able to figure out Marshall a little bit this inning.
Marshall kicks, deals, swung on and missed. Outside corner to Jackson. Coach Dupke telling Jackson if she's gonna keep pounding the outside corner, you got to go with the pitch and go to left field. As she is the lefty, she'll pop it up straight away center. Center fielder tracking it, gets under it, and will make the grab for out number 3. But New Philadelphia plates 3, and they've now taken the 4-2 lead in this sectional championship. On to the bottom of the 3rd. Big Z Sports returns after this.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at SarchoneCDJR.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
It's high school softball brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency Sectional Championship. Quakers lead 4-2 over the Lady Muskies, and it's an off-speed from Howard as we go back up to the top of the lineup with Babbitt for John Glenn, who delivered a single, came around to score in the first inning, got froze by the changeup from Howard. Next delivery, another changeup and swung on and missed as Babbitt is way in front of it.
Yeah, this is starting at the top of the lineup. This will be the second time the Muskies have seen what Howard throws. See who makes the better adjustments, if the Muskies can continue to do what they was doing or if Howard's the one that made the adjustment.
Well, we certainly didn't see back-to-back changeups the first time through the order. Howard's going to do another one. It's going to be a ground ball, and it is fielded by the second baseman on to first. No problem as Murphy retires the first batter this inning. 3 straight off speed that time from Howard. Matheny will stand in. She had a single to the right side in between the first and second baseman. Her first time up. And Howard goes with the off speed again and gets Matheny lunging. Now it's 4 straight.
Obviously the coaches for the Quakers seen something that they like from Howard, and they're going with it.
There's a nasty changeup that the bottom drops out of right in front of the plate. Howard goes with it again. Foul tip. I'm going to keep the tally going. 5 straight now. All right, Shannon, just because I'm a fan of the Major League, give him the heater. Howard, her 0-2. Goes off speed again. This time it's in the dirt. I think we got a little grin from Howard, too, after that one.
Yeah, she kind of just throwed it in there to see where it would go. It come way outside in the dirt, and the John Glenn batter was able to contain herself.
There's the fastball, and she blows it right past Matheny for out number 2. First punch out of the game for Howard.
I was getting ready to say that. That's her first strikeout of the game, and what a big one it was.
Marshall stands in. She had a fly out to deep center her first time up. And it looks like we're actually going to have an intentional walk here. So, 2 down. Marshall will stand on first, and Booth is coming up. She had a sacrifice her first time up, sacrifice ground out. As we will have a courtesy runner coming in for Marshall, the pitcher. I did not see who came off the bench there for John Glenn. I think we could ask Blue as he's writing into his book.
They come out and told him what number it was, and then he got his book out and started writing, and then he forgot he had to stop, look up to try to see the number of the jersey on the back, and I don't want to interrupt him. He took a little longer than he thought, so.
I think he just put it away and said, we'll get to that. Howard's first delivery to Booth is a changeup, and it's there, strike 1.
I mean, if it's working, why change it? Or change it up.
I see what you did there. Next delivery is going to be the high heater. It's going to run too high to Booth. Count moves to 1-1. A thank you to the Tusky Deli as well, who have jumped on for today's presentation. Check them out sometime in the village of Tuscarawas. They've got some great sandwiches. As the next changeup's too high, it's now 2-1. I wouldn't like to admit how many times I stop in there on my way to work, Shannon, and just grab myself a sandwich for work.
And I know sometimes during the school year, the middle school kids, when they have to stay after school and wait for practice to start, they tend to walk down there, and they've told me how good the sandwiches are.
Howard throws too far inside. Booth leans out of the way. It's now 3-1. Two gone, bottom of the third. New Philadelphia leads 4-2. Winner advances one step closer to a state tournament berth. Next offerings too far inside to Booth. So now 2 runners on after the intentional walk and now the base on balls. It will be Ava Miller, who delivered an RBI single her first time up. And looks like another courtesy runner is going to come in here. This one for Booth. And it looks like they're going to be bringing in Delaney Bell, the freshman, who will stand on at first. That line drive that came from Miller was right back up the middle. Shannon just dropped right in front of DeVore. A part of that 2-run inning that John Glenn got this game started with.
Yeah, and the Quakers were sitting good with those 2 outs, and now they've put 2 on base here.
Howard goes off speed. It gets away from Loveday, and both runners are going to advance into scoring position with 2 gone. So Miller's ahead. 1-0 in the count. And on the passed ball, one swing of the bat from Miller could tie it up. Delivery from Howard goes with a fastball low and inside and blew it right past her.
Yeah, Miller was looking to tie the game right there. She took a big, hearty cut at that and was really kind of nowhere near it.
Well, tie the game or take the lead, depending on if you make contact with that swing or not. Howard's next delivery off speed. There's going to be a line shot right over the head of right at shortstop. 1 run's going to come around. Next run is held up at third, and we got a 1-run ball game.
And that intentional walk right there is what brought it around.
So the courtesy runner in Bell stands at third. Miller will be at first. Sarah Wayne is in. She ground out to the pitcher her first time up. I would have to imagine Miller is going here on this first pitch. Howard delivers. Strike at the knees. I take that back. Miller retreats. Howard gets the call. The 0-1 swung on, and that's going to be a dribbler to the third baseman who will deliver on to first for out number 3. John Glenn does plate 1. However, New Philadelphia still holds the lead. Big Z Sports at Claxon Communications will roll on after this.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Hi, this is Jan McIntyre. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McIntyre Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McIntyre Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McIntyre Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McIntyreRealty.net.
8-9-1 due up for the Quakers as we move on to the 4th inning. It will be Murphy, DeVore, and Loveday due up as John Glenn plates 1 that last half inning in this sectional championship. Marshall's first delivery is going to be a strike on the outside corner to Murphy. Next delivery from Marshall. At the knees on the inside part of the plate as Murphy drops the hands. Marshall's 0-2. A little bit low in the dirt. One, 2 is going to run high. Now a 2-2 count. If you're looking for some pizza, New Philadelphia, Uricksville area, check out Papa John's sometime as they're one of our sponsors bringing to you today's broadcast. Marshall's next delivery runs low to Murphy. Never a bad time for some Papa John's there, Shannon.
No, and I tend to use that one in Philly a good bit. I'll be doing some running some errands and be calling home, be like, hey, anybody want Papa John's? Make the call, go right through that drive-through. So convenient.
A 3-2 is fouled away over the John Glenn dugout, and we'll do it again. Marshall's 3-2. Is in there for strike 3 as Murphy is sat down looking to start off the away part of the 4th inning.
Yeah, Murphy thought that one was a little high. She kind of turned around and just gave that nonchalant little what to the dugout.
DeVore will stand in. She ground out to short her first time up in the 2nd inning. I'll get to why I'm chuckling there here in a second as DeVore thought about laying down a bunt, but the strike is called in the outside corner. She pulls the bat back. I think Coach Dupke was trying to give her a sign or something there, but I think they had a miscommunication, and Coach Dupke said, you know what to do, and DeVore just chuckled. Marshall's 0-1. It was going to be a bunt attempt from DeVore, and a strike is called again.
Update from Dover. After 4 innings, Dover 2, Indian Valley 1.
Marshall's 0-2 runs too high and outside. Of course, we know at this point of the game, Shannon, second time through the order, you're really getting a good feel of where the umpire strike zone is. Looks like the corner's a little more favorable for the pitching. As DeVore offers and cannot put it down. So a quick 2 outs here for Marshall. Back to the top of the order. It's Loveday. Strikeout and a hit by pitch. She came around to score last inning. Take it back. Actually, her courtesy runner came around to score, but you get the idea.
Last time they got to this situation in she led off the top of the third. I got that messed up. I was thinking that they got in the same situation before.
Ball 1 to Loveday, who didn't even get a chance to see a pitch last at bat as she took the first one she saw, nip the jersey. Next offering for Marshall runs high again.
The outfield's kind of playing neutral. They don't know which way it's going to go. They're not favoring one way or the other. Everybody's pretty much playing where they should be.
Loveday, a liner down the line, and they're going to call it a foul ball, as I thought it was going to skip over the third baseline, but I must have missed it.
I think I'm not going to make that call.
And Coach Dupy, I think, is feeling the same. I was about to start yelling this should be double bases for Loveday, but I'm happy I didn't say that now. 2-1, outside corner. Two. Swung on, grounder, second baseman gloves, fires on to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. New Philadelphia still leads 4-3. John Glenn coming to the plate after this.
Are you neglecting your building's fifth wall? Did you know something as simple as a clogged drain can lead to a destructive roof leak? Protect your business assets with WM Commercial Roofing's Umbrella Care program. This program will provide you with regular maintenance surveys and repairs to extend the life of your roof. Invest in your business with our top quality materials, advanced techniques, and skilled craftsmanship. Are you ready for a reliable partnership? Visit our website, wmcommercialroofing.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to learn more.
Do you hunt, fish, sew, or have a hobby that you would like to share with someone? Hi, this is Noah Sugg with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are faced with our biggest commitment in matching 56 littles with bigs. We will match a little with you that shares the same interests and enjoys the same things, so you can do what you enjoy and change the life of a little at the same time. To learn more, we ask you call 339-6916 or visit bigs4kids.com/volunteer. Thank you.
7-8-9 upcoming for John Glenn. Sectional championship action with Big Z Sports, brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. As a very quick inning of work there for Marshall for the Quakers. As for Howard, she's going to be wanting to do the exact same thing now on the defensive side here. Bottom of the fourth inning. Winner takes one further step towards the state tournament berth. Porter, Brown, and Daniels upcoming.
I just pulled up the Indian Valley game, and guess who for the Braves just got a steal?
I can't imagine. Would the last name be Musser?
Yes, she did. She's sitting on second with Gabby Mead at the plate with 1 out.
Howard's ready. She'll kick and deal her first one to Porter, is fouled off. First strike one.
What two great games of Big Z Sports is bringing on YouTube today with the Quakers and John Glenn here. The score is 4-3, the Quakers. And over at Dover Park, it's Dover Tornadoes 2 and the Braves 1.
Fantastic showdowns. This is what you come to expect during tournament time. Howard's 0-1 is put into play down the third baseline, going to run foul. We didn't have to question that one, Shannon.
Yeah, that one was definitely foul.
Howard's 0-2, off speed in the dirt. Howard, after having kind of a shaky first inning there, has responded well to this point. Her next offering is going to run high to Porter. We had an appeal down to first.
In a very loud appeal emphatic by the first baseman, but that's the first base ump, and that's what we want to hear. We as fans want to hear it.
2-2. Porter gets into it, right center. Sweski's going over. She can't get there. DeVore's going to cut it off. Now rounding first, trying to go for two, and making it there safely as it's a leadoff double for Porter. Up next, it will be Brown, who flew out down the left field line her first time up. A loud leadoff double for Porter. Third baseman will come crashing in Mason. And there's going to be a bunt attempt, and it was placed down beautifully, but it's going to hook foul as Loveday and Mason have a meeting at the ball. It is strike one. Of course, another one of our sponsors jumping on for a day. A big thank you to Ron's Heating and Cooling. You know, the temperature's fluctuating here quite a bit. You might have to be moving back and forth between AC and heating. And if you got any questions with your HVAC system, be sure to give Ron's Heating and Cooling a call.
Yeah, I've been giving the AC a ride the last few days, and then last night I went to bed and left some windows open. Woke up this morning, the house was the low 60s, and I thought I better bump the furnace on real quick. Got to chill out of the house before everybody woke up and yelled at me.
Howard delivers. Brown offers and fouls it away. So now she's behind 0-2. Howard's next delivery is going to be on the outside corner. Strike three, as it's the second punch out for Howard.
Yeah, you got to help yourself out right there, and she did it in a big way to get that punch out.
Daniels, a ground out to third, her first time up. Runner in scoring position. John Glenn trailing by one. It's a bunt attempt from Daniels, and it's going to trickle behind the plate and foul. Daniels digs back in. The 0-1, too high. Fans still filing in here from New Concord. Your late arrivers just getting off of work, as the next offering from Howard's going to be a strike on the outside corner. Daniels was thinking about a bunt but pulled the bat back.
Yeah, the Quaker defense doing a nice job with Justin trying to get in position just in case she lays that bunt down, but Howard took care of business herself.
And now Daniels is going to ask for time and step out. Howard toes the rubber. The 1-2. Swung on, popped up, center field. DeVore playing in. She's going to make the grab, and there's going to be no tag from second as wisely Porter stays put.
Yeah, that was kind of a nice little picture perfect out there as far as the catch. She was able to get set, so she was ready to fire if she tagged up, and the coaches knew it, and they're like, you just got to hold up.
We know DeVore's got a cannon. Babick is back up, back to the top of the order we go, and it's going to be a off speed on the outside corner. Interesting enough, Shannon, that was what we saw in the entire last at bat for Babick in the third inning, and she ended up grounding out to second. It was those off speed pitches. Howard ready. She'll go with the fastball high at the chin of Babick, who won't bite. Now the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Babbitt could not catch up to the heat.
Yeah, she brought the heater in, and Babby, she went after it a little high, but couldn't catch up with it.
Howard ready for her 1-2. Off speed, popped up, middle of the infield. Second baseman trailing back, and making the grab there is going to be your second baseman in Murphy for out number 3. New Philadelphia retains their 4-3 lead. We move on to the 5th inning. Sectional championship action is back after this.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Seweski will lead off the 5th inning here for New Philadelphia as they lead John Glenn 4-3. This presentation brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. It is the first delivery from Marshall, and it's going to be a liner to second, and it will be snagged by Wayne. So a quick out number 1 to start off the 5th inning. Vandal is up. She has reached base twice with a pair of singles, both of them to the left side. Marshall ready. Her offering, Vandal is going to hold and see strike 1. And Vandal calls time as she's trying to communicate with Coach Dupke down the third base coach's box. Little discussion going on here. Putting together a game plan. A little bit more happens behind the scenes than people would think with softball, Shannon, in terms of your approach. Marshall ready.
I've learned that the last couple of years.
Draws outside to Vandal. I mean, it's the basis of the sport is swing ball, see ball, hit ball, but a little more complicated than that. The 1-1. Vandal leans out of the way as it draws inside. It's 2-1. As we have mentioned, one of the sponsors we got to thank for today's presentation, Hartzler's Quality Housing. All your housing needs, be sure to give Hartzler's a call today. As the next one to Vandal's too low, she's ahead in a good hitter's count of 3-1. Marshall delivers. It's going to be outside for ball 4. Mason will stand in. She has flown out to right and struck out looking. He's played a nice game from third, though, defensively. Of course, we also have to thank Amici's Pizza from both Janaden Hutton and West Lafayette. Get yourself a specialty pie or a made-to-order pie today, as the next one is fouled away by Mason over the screen. Now that I said specialty pie, Shannon, all I can think of is mac and cheese pizza.
And that's all Nora talks about. Nora loves that mac and cheese pizza.
Marshall delivers. There was a bunt attempt there, and it's going to be a drop ball behind the plate, and advancing on to second will be Vandal. I thought it might have been fouled. but no complaint from the John Glenn dugout.
That puts Mason behind 0-2.
Marshall delivers in the dirt. Good block by Booth, who will prevent Vandal from moving up.
Yeah, nice job by Mason to instantly put her hand up and call her teammate off. She's seen her dig the ball out of the dirt.
Marshall's delivery is going to be too far outside. It's 2-2. I tell you what, Shannon, for both these teams right now, their ability to hold off on the pitches that they do not like that are just outside the zone has been impressive for both sides. Marshall's delivery, there's going to be a cue ball off the handle, goes down the third baseline, but hooks just foul. Mason will stand back in at 2-2.
Yep, both of these teams are showing really good patience in the batter's box today, and they've really dug in deep in that right-handed batter's box. They got it a mess.
Marshall's ready. 2-2. Swung on, fouled away. Mason stays alive. Marshall ready again. 2-2 is going to run inside. Leaning out of the way is Mason. Full count upcoming. Next delivery, the 3-2 from Marshall. Strike three called on the outside corner. Mason cannot believe it. So next it will be Madison Wright, who was hit by a pitch, came around to score in the second, reached on an error in the third. By the way, Shannon, as Wright stands in and will turn and pop it up. I'll get to the point I was going to be making here shortly. Second baseman draws out and will make the play. Wayne retires the Quakers here in the fifth. Still a 4-3 lead for New Philly. It will be John Glenn at the plate coming back after this.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
This is Jordan Hartzler with Hartzler's Quality Housing. In today's housing market, with low inventory and rising costs, there is a need for affordable housing. With our team's knowledge and experience, we strive to provide affordable, quality housing to our customers to help them achieve their dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned and operated business for 45 years.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
Bottom of the fifth inning from New Concord. It's Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications in this sectional championship. Still a 4-3 lead. Shannon, you know, we started off this game with some hot offenses, and things have kind of slowed down here. New Philadelphia now working on the defensive and the pitching game, trying to hold on to this lead.
Yeah, they got to keep it together here defensively, getting towards the end of the game.
First offering this half inning. It's going to be a ball low to Matheny, pardon me. I got my order mixed up.
Quick update to Dover and Indian Valley. Dover has erupted with some runs. They now lead the Braves 5-1 in the bottom of the sixth inning, or actually the top of the sixth inning.
Lady Tornadoes looking to wrap up a sectional championship. Point I was going to make last half inning. Winner of this contest goes on to play the winner of Morgan and Harrison Central, which is being played today. There's going to be a sharp grounder down the first baseline, and Jackson's going to handle it no problem for out number one.
Let's see if I can find the score on that game.
Morgan and Harrison Central. Marshall will stand in. She flew out and was put on base with an intentional walk, came around to score in the third inning. Howard delivers. First one's going to miss the zone. Howard's 1-0 off speed in the dirt. Howard's 2-0, went off speed again. And it goes high. So now Marshall ahead 3-0. What do you think, Shannon? Green light?
I think it's going to be one of those intentional walks. Guess not.
Strike called at the knees for Marshall. For Howard against Marshall.
Last time they just put her on base, and then that was the run and eventually come around. And I just kind of thought they were going to pitch to her, but kind of pitch around her, see if she would chase something, but I was wrong.
The 3-1 goes high. So Marshall on base again with one gone here in the bottom of the fifth.
Marshall looks to have a little bit of a limp when she's jogging down to the base right there. Don't know if she's got something wrong with her foot or.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. She's been pitching a great game after New Philadelphia erupted for those 3 runs in the 1 inning. She has pitched pretty sharp. Chloe Evans, the junior, will be your courtesy runner coming in for her. Booth stands in. She had a sacrifice RBI in the first and reached on a walk. Howard delivers at the knees for a strike. Howard kicks, deals off speed, going to go high. Loveday looks for a throw down to first, but won't offer. The 1-1. There's a line drive between the first baseman and second baseman. Soweski's going to try to step up and throw on to second to get the lead runner. Throw ran just high. As that was a close play. Soweski with the heads-up throw in, but John Glenn gets 2 on with 1 out. Miller stands in. She has a pair of RBIs with a pair of singles today. And if you're John Glenn, this is exactly the bat, given how hot she's been today, that you want to see up at the plate. Howard delivers. Too low, ball 1. Howard's 1-0. Swung on and fouled between her legs back towards us. It's now 1-1. I was expecting some hustle there, Shannon. I thought you had that one.
Yeah, that one didn't scare me as much. So it's those ones when I'm sitting right behind the backstop and they come flying at me. That one was actually my right speed. I probably could have fielded that one. Don't know if I could have threw it, but I could have fielded it.
And see rotator cuff surgery in your future. The 1-1. Swung on, fouled off of the plate. Actually hit the bat, and that's going to be a dead ball as the throw will hit Miller in the back, but it's not going to matter as she's going to have to come back because when she threw the bat, actually, no, I take that back, Shannon, the batter will be out on that play, and runners are going to have to return. I forgot that is the ruling. Whenever the bat hits the ball the second time, she didn't get the bat out into foul territory, so unfortunate bounce there for Miller.
See, and I learned something every day.
Yeah, ball cannot hit the bat twice.
Yeah, he was right on top of that call.
And actually, I thought it was going to be a foul ball because I thought it hit the plate. But regardless, it will not matter now as Wayne stands in. A pair of ground outs for her. Howard delivers. That's going to be a strike right down the pipe. That could be a big momentum shift we're talking about, too, because Miller had been swinging a hot bat.
So now I'm going to ask you, how do you put that in a scorebook?
I just said ground out to catcher. I don't actually know what the official ruling is. Howard delivers off speed, and she got Wayne all sorts of tied up and is ahead in the count 0-2. Howard's ready. Her 0-2. Swung on, liner, up the middle, past the second baseman. DeVore's going to field it in center. Here comes the throw home. It's cut off by Howard, and we got a tie ball game. An RBI single for Wayne has John Glenn even with New Philly. And standing at second base will be Booth. It was the courtesy runner coming around to score in Evans. Porter will come in as Coach Dupy wants time, and it looks like he's going to be making a pitching change here, and he's calling in the lefty Sarah Soweski from right field. So we will step away here momentarily for this pitching change as Soweski will get warmed up. Big Z Sports is back for this sectional championship showdown. Don't go anywhere. Tie ball game from New Concord.
When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza, with locations in West Lafayette and Janaden Hutton to serve you. Amici's Pizza offers your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. Right now at Amici's, with the purchase of a large or an extra large pizza at regular price, receive a free medium cheesy bread. Try one today in West Lafayette or Janaden Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
At Gillen Body Shop, they know that when their business is needed, it's never planned, and that can cause you quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for you by making sure the work is completed right the first time. And Gillen Body Shop's experienced staff gives all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gilland Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philly, or find them on Facebook.
The Tusky Deli not only offers the lowest prices around on their deli items, but they also carry holiday gift boxes and offer made-to-order meat and cheese trays at the lowest prices around. Perfect for your upcoming holiday parties at home or at the office. Plus, you can give the gift of a Tusky Deli gift card, which makes the perfect stocking stuffer for Christmas. To see all the Tusky Deli has to offer, find them on Facebook.
We are back from New Concord as this pitching change for New Philadelphia. We'll see Sarah Soweski, the senior, come on for the Quakers as Jillian Howard's day has come to an end. She makes it through 4 2/3 innings there, Shannon. Overall, pretty good outing for Jillian, but those John Glenn bats doing a great job, taking advantage of what they could get, and they got this game tied up as we're in the 5th.
Yeah, they did a nice job with the batting. They just kind of put the balls where they needed to be. They get on that turf a little bit and take a bounce, and the Quaker defense wasn't able to get to them quick enough to just a lot of singles that turned into RBIs for the John Glenn Muskies. But like you said, it's kind of like a new ball game right now. Scores 4-4, so you might as well just say it's 0-0. Soweski's going to come in here in the 5th inning with 2 outs. See if she can get this 3rd out for the Quakers and get them out of the jam because the Muskies got 2 on base.
Obviously, both runners on the base pass will be to the credit of Howard as Soweski goes to work with 2 on and 2 out, and there's going to be a passed ball on her first offering that's low. Soweski kind of pats her chest there and says, that one's on me, as Kinley Porter's ahead 1-0.
Yeah, Soweski right now, she just got to block that out of her mind. Don't worry about the 2 runners and go get the batter and get out of the inning.
Standing in right field now, replacing Soweski, is the freshman Easton Miller. Offering from Soweski is going to catch the zone, strike 1. Soweski getting the call from Loveday. She'll wind and deal the 1-1. There's going to be a line drive. Second baseman will glove and fire on to first, and it is out number 3 as Murphy retires it. Quick work in relief for Soweski. Tie ball game. We're moving on to the 6th. Stay tuned. More sectional championship action is on the way.
One thing every sports family knows is how crazy eating schedules can get. Well, let Papa John's of Uhrichsville and New Philadelphia handle the cooking. Papa John's offers a full menu including stuffed crust pizza, Papa Diaz, wings, cheese sticks, and so much more. See all that Papa John's has to offer by visiting papajohns.com and keep earning those Papa rewards. Papa John's of Uhrichsville and New Philadelphia. Just what you need for your busy schedule.
Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors. Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust.
6-7-8 upcoming for New Philadelphia as we move things right along into the 6th inning. Sarah Soweski stands in with 2 outs and delivers the final out that inning after John Glenn ties it up. It is still Sydney Marshall on the mound for John Glenn, and actually it will be leading off here for the Quakers, Easton Miller, the new right fielder, as she takes over in Howard's spot in the lineup. Howard's day ends after 4 2/3 innings. She only struck out 2, gave up 7 hits, and those 4 runs, all earned, scattered across those 4 2/3 innings of work. And it's hard, Shannon, when you go up against a team for a third time, you saw those John Glenn bats kind of seemed like they know where Howard was going to be going with things at times.
Yeah, I mean, they jumped on her there in the first inning, then she come out in the next 2 innings, was able to work her magic, and then they had a little bit of success the last 2 innings there, and Sarah Soweski did a nice job coming in with 2 runners on and 2 outs and was able to get the Quakers out of that jam.
Marshall kicks, deals, as Miller will see strike 1 on the outside corner. The lefty, a slap hitter for the Quakers. Third baseman in Miller will play way in. Now the 0-1. Pulling the bat back is Miller, who will see ball 1. And there was some concern from the umpire there getting too close to the plate of Miller, as Coach Dupy wanted to have a conversation about that, as I think what Blue actually did was put a line down. Obviously the box is now gone after all the action that's been at the plate, so I think he put a line down to give Miller an idea, because she can't stand out of the box and make contact. Marshall will deal. Swung on, popped up, coming over towards us, and it will go over the New Philadelphia dugout, actually off the top. So the count moves to 1-2.
And down the hill towards the baseball field, and a couple players stopped and looked at it, and they're like, I don't want to be the one to go down there and get that.
Is this a nose-goes situation? Miller stands back in with the 1-2. Marshall looking to make quick work of the Quakers here in the 6th. Her 1-2 offering is going to be just outside for ball 2.
She kind of looked back at the umpire thinking, where was it?
Marshall's 2-2. Swung on, put into play, dribbler down the first baseline. It is perfect, and Easton Miller's going to deliver in the 6th with a leadoff single. Running in quickly was Wayne from second base, but with the wheels of Miller, I don't think she ever had a chance to get her, Shannon.
Yeah, and there for a minute I thought Miller was going to run into the ball itself, but she was able to miss it and did a nice job getting down the first baseline. That's hard when you got those slap hitters and batting on the left side right there, that they have that little step advantage on you.
Olivia Jackson in. She struck out and flew out. First delivery for Marshall. Jackson on the outside corner can't get contact, and she's behind 0-1.
Yeah, she took a big cut at that one. I think she was shooting for that gap out there in the right center.
Marshall will kick and deal. Now Jackson's going to round the bunt. Can't get the bunt down. There's the throw down to second. Not in time as Marshall will stand up in scoring position with the stolen base. But her teammate in Jackson behind 0-2. Marshall ready again. 0-2. Swung on and missed as Jackson can't catch up to it, and she is sat down for out number 1 in the top of the 6th. So Murphy, she'll come to the plate. She reached on an error in the 2nd and struck out in the 4th.
Big strikeout for Marshall right there. Sat down a big bat. Jackson's kind of struggled today at the plate.
Marshall kicks, steals, and rounding the bunt. And there is a steal, and stealing it cleanly at third. I didn't even see her going, Shannon. Miller swipes the bag cleanly.
Nobody's seen her going. That's why the catcher didn't even have a throw.
Woo. I do believe that one was called a strike, as it was. My, oh my, as Miller got the wheels. Delivery from Marshall. Bunt attempt, and Murphy can't quite put it down. She's behind 0-2.
Coach Dupy playing small ball right there. Miller had a big jump.
Ground ball on the right side, all but assured to score Miller. Murphy stands back in. Too low. Good eye from Murphy. Great location on an 0-2 count, though, for Marshall. Marshall kick, steals. The 1-2 is going to be there for strike 3 called as Murphy is sat down on strikes. Looking for the second time today, DeVore will now stand in. A ground out and a strikeout for her. Miller, the leading run, still stands at third. Marshall's ready, and her first offering to DeVore is put into play. Marshall will grab it at first, deliver it on to first for out number 3. New Philadelphia squanders the leading run at third. We move on to the bottom of the 6th inning. It will be the Muskies at the plate after this.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the financial needs of local community members for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with the unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the office at 330-308-8700 or visit cushfinancial.com to schedule your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independent Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC.
We move on to the bottom of the 6th inning. Sweski on the mound for New Philadelphia. They're tied with John Glenn 4-4 in this Division II East District Sectional Championship. Of course, the winner will move on to the next stage in the OHSAA High School Softball Tournament. It will be 8-9-1. Due up for John Glenn. Brown, she'll lead things off. The center fielder is flown out to left and struck out. Of course, except for Porter, for the rest of these batters, for John Glenn, it's their first time seeing Sweski, and it was kind of a half check swing hit for Brown, who delivers it right over the infield for a leadoff single.
Yeah, that was kind of like, I want to swing, but I don't want to swing, and the bat found the ball, and it just blooped it out there over the shortstop's head and turns into a single.
Daniels, the right fielder, will stand in. She's ground out and flown out. Leading run stands at first now for the Lady Muskies. Sweski ready. Her offer as it's a bunt attempt, fouled straight back off the screen. Loveday was trying to get to it, but couldn't get there in time. It's strike 1 to Daniels.
Yeah, Loveday shedded the mask quick with the ball carried a little too fast for her. Got back to the fence in time.
Brown, we know, has got some wheels over at first. Next delivery from Sweski. Bunt attempt down the first baseline, and it's well. Jackson's going to make contact there. Throw on was made. Out was called at first, and we're going to have a conversation here as Coach Kogle from John Glenn wants a conversation with the home plate umpire due to the contact that was coming down the first baseline.
But the rule is the runner has to avoid the defensive
The defender still is allowed to make the play on the ball, and that's what our conversation is.
She turned her body sideways to get to the ball.
And we're going to see as we have this meeting out here between both of our umpires, potentially a huge call here. Jackson came rushing in hard down the first baseline to field that bunt attempt. Made contact with the base runner in Daniels, did deliver it on to first with the out, but that's the moot point at this point because it's all going to be dependent on what the umpires have to say here. And standing at second will be Brown for sure as she did advance on the bunt. So Daniels did get her job done in that regard. But this is all the difference on whether or not we got two base runners on, and the call will remain as Jackson, of course, did make the right play there going in to get the ball. And as we said, Shannon, the base runner can make contact with in that situation, making contact with the fielder. The fielder, as long as she's making a play on the ball, is okay. I'm not sure what Coach Dupy is asking about now. And I don't know if there's what the discussion would be now, Shannon. After getting that call out at first, I don't know if he's potentially asking for something for the runner who advanced to second. I don't know if he's asking about how that ball was fielded. I do not know. I'm actually perplexed.
Yeah, I think he's trying to say that she went to field the ball, maybe trying to say she...
You know what he's probably asking is he thought maybe she had the throw to second, but due to the contact, she was unable to. You know what I'm saying, Shannon?
Yes.
So we'll have to wait and see with this, because I would imagine that's what the issue here is now. So we still have the conversation ongoing with the two umpires here. To reset the scene for you, we are in the bottom of the sixth inning, 4-4. It is a tie ball game between John Glenn and New Philadelphia. As Coach Dupke still asking for an explanation. And as it will currently stand, the out will stand at first of Daniels. Brown will stand on second, and I think that is where we're going to be with one gone. And sure enough, that is what it'll be. So we'll go back to the top of the lineup. It's Babbitt, who reached on a single, has ground out and popped out after that. She has hit to the right second baseman all three at bats. Runner in scoring position. That is the leading run. Soweski delivers. There's going to be a line drive. Past the diving right, it's short. Left fielder grabs it. Here comes the throw in. Runner will not advance, and Brown will stand at third. We got runners on the corners with just one gone. Second single of the game for Babbitt. Matheny in. She's got a single, a strikeout, and a ground out. Well, huge at bat upcoming.
Yeah, with one out now, the Quaker defense and Sweski here has got to figure out a way to get out of this jam.
Sweski kicks, steals. There's a strike. Snap throw down by Loveday. It's close. And they're going to say that the hand got back in there from Brown. Oh, that was close. Oh, Shannon. Another step, another millimeter might have got her.
Yeah, that was so close where we're sitting. We can't see where that front hand was, but the umpire on the back side of the bag says she got that hand in, but he couldn't see where the ball glove was because it's on the back side by us, so we got to go with Blue's call on that one.
Coach Kogle talking to Matheny, his shortstop, in a huge spot here. Obviously, if New Philadelphia can turn two, that would negate the run that would be coming home anything on the ground, but turning two is easier said than done. We'll see what the Quakers defense does, as it is Mason at third who will stand in front of the third base coach's box. Soweski rocks, fires, bunt attempt, popped up, coming in and getting the catch is Mason. Throw on to first, it's a double play. What a massive defensive stand for the Quakers. As we will move on to the seventh inning, tie ball game. in this sectional championship. Big Z Sports is back after this.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our School to Work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Top of the lineup to start off the 7th inning as New Philadelphia is tied with John Glenn, a Division II East District sectional championship, as the Quakers dugout is fired up thanks to the standout defensive play from their third baseman, and Ellie Mason, who, Shannon, you and I were talking, I don't know how in the world she got as far down the line as she did to catch that popped-up bunt and then delivered a perfect throw onto first for the double play.
Yeah, I don't know how she caught it and kept her balance. I mean, she got in there deep.
Loveday goes after the first one she sees and fouls it away over the right side.
Well, we have an exciting game here, but the game in Dover has went final, and the Lady Tornadoes have moved on in tournament action as they have beaten the Indian Valley Braves 8-2.
Great job by Dover, who will advance as Indian Valley's season comes to an end. Marshall delivers to Loveday, and it will be there at the letters, strike 2.
And if you didn't know, me and Nick found something out the other night from Logan McPeak, and he showed us because I doubted him at first. But the Dover Tornadoes are sitting number 1 in the state according to Max Preps in Division 2.
Loveday, check swing down to first, and it will be handled by Babick and retired for out number 1. Yeah, the Lady Tornadoes having a heck of a season so far and looking to keep their tournament trail rolling. They're obviously will be doing that after today.
And they've earned every bit of that number 1 ranking because they've beat a lot of tough competition.
Marshall's first delivery to Soweski, who stands back in for strike 1. Soweski has ground out, hit into a fielder's choice, and lined out. Marshall kicks, steals. Soweski sees the next one at the knees on the outside corner, strike 2. Marshall hitting her spots late in this contest. Show rock and deal. Soweski runs up on that one. It goes too far outside, ball 1. John Glenn faithful getting behind their team. Marshall kicks, steals. Soweski puts into play. Third baseman gets it on the end of her glove. Soweski close play at first, and the play cannot be made as dropping it over at first was Babick, but I don't know, Shannon. I think Soweski was hustling down the line. Might have made it anyway.
Yeah, Soweski did a nice job getting out of there, that little slap hit. The ball got down there a little quick. It forced the third baseman in the rush in the throw.
Miller just had it in the end of her glove, had to set and fire, but Soweski was way far down the line. So one gone, leading run stands at first now, and it is Vandal, who has reached all 3 times she's been at the plate. She's got a pair of singles and a walk, and she'll watch ball number 1. Interesting of note, Shannon, Vandal, even though being on base all 3 times, has been stranded all 3 times by this Quakers offense. Or by the John Glenn defense, depending on how you want to look at it. Marshall delivers. Vandal, there's a grounder. Shortstop grabs, goes on to second, gets the lead runner for out number 2. So the fielder's choice in Vandal will have her at first, but Soweski is retired as we will move on to Ellie Mason. Fly out and 2 strikeouts for her. Mason, the hero defensively that last half inning, seeing if she can come through here offensively. Marshall kicks, fires, runs high to Mason, ball 1.
Yeah, Mason here, she's going to have to find a way to drive a ball right here.
Well, I kind of spoke the defensive play into existence. Right center looks pretty open. Next delivery is going to be low. There goes Vandal hustling. She'll slide in safely at second as Vandal. Second stolen base of the game for her. Mason ahead 2-0. Vandal in scoring position. Marshall deals, swung on and missed, and behind it was Mason.
Yeah, big cut. She got that front foot way out front and kind of pulled the shoulder a little bit. Ball went over top the bat.
Marshall ready again. Will fire. Too far outside, 3-1. Great hitters count from Mason. Coach Dupke talking to Vandal on second. Marshall's ready. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. Mason behind it again. Now, catcher in Booth comes out pretty far as it was Vandal who had a big lead off of second, but she gets chased back in.
Yeah, everybody kind of forgot about her out there except for the catcher. She's seen her, and she made sure she wasn't going to do anything with that ball until she got her back.
The payoff pitch. At the knees, called strike 3 as Mason is sat down again. And we move on to the bottom of the 7th inning. Still deadlocked at 4 apiece. John Glenn is coming to the plate. Find out who's going to pick up this sectional championship victory after this.
Live more comfortably this winter with the help of Unified Insulation Systems. Unified Insulation Systems is a full-service insulation and weatherization provider that can show you how to properly insulate your home or business. With good insulation from Unified Systems, you can prevent your gutters from freezing and get rid of your high-energy bills. Call Jeremiah Thomas today for your free quote at 330-773-7377 or visit unifiedinsulation.com. Call Unified Insulation Systems today, your most trusted name in insulation.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
3-4-5 due up for John Glenn as we move on to the bottom of the 7th inning. 4-4 ball game. Soweski on the mound again for New Philly. As we will get things underway here shortly, it is Marshall, Booth, and Miller due up. Marshall has flown out, was intentionally walked, and also drew a walk. She has come around to score twice. And there's going to be already an intentional walk there, Shannon. They do not want to deal with Marshall.
Yeah, and both times that they've walked her, her pinch runner, her courtesy runner has come around and scored. So Quaker's defense is going to have to do something about it this time.
And it is Chloe Evans again. So Booth stands in. She has a sacrifice RBI, a walk, and a single, as well as a stolen base, and has played a nice game behind the plate. Winning run stands at first. Nobody gone in the bottom of the 7th. Soweski kicks and deals. Her off speed hits the dirt. Snap throw down by Loveday's going to get away. Right fielder and Miller is right there, though, as they hold the runner at first.
Yeah,
Loveday, Shannon had her, but couldn't get the throw up.
Yeah, she's a little late on her snap throw down there. She kind of hesitated, and then when she did, she threw it into the dirt.
Soweski's 1-0. Too high. Loveday jumps out of her stance to grab it out of the sky. Booth ahead, 2-0. And time being called here by the base umpire.
He can't see the bag, so he was going to go over there and try to clean it up a little bit.
Good call. Heads up play there. Of course, might if there is another snap throw down there by Loveday, you're going to want to make sure you can't actually see. Especially, of course, considering where we are in the game, would be a rather vital play. The 2-0. In the dirt, Loveday snags it off the ground. But now Soweski going to have to find the zone with the next pitch. You cannot afford to have 2 on. The 3-0. Right at the knees, strike 1. It remains a good hitter's count for Booth, who wants to add on to her RBI day. Soweski's 3-1, swung on, back up the middle, past the second baseman. It's going all the way to the fence. DeVore will pick it up. It's getting sent home as Bell. Here comes the throw. It is cut off. Both runners stand in scoring position. Nobody gone, and Miller's coming to the plate.
Yeah, nice job right there. Second baseman just couldn't get to it. It was close to her. She just couldn't make that jump.
So, pardon me, I said Bell. It was actually Evans who is the courtesy runner. A meeting on the mound here with Coach Dupy and his infield. And Shannon, it does not get much more high stress than this if you are New Philadelphia, as you're going to have to work through the next 3 batters and manufacture outs as much as possible and prevent pretty much anything in play. That's going to be the difficult part. Miller has a pair of RBIs, a pair of singles in this contest. And at third, has been playing a good game defensively. So the mound meeting comes to an end here as Coach Dupy wants to align his defense. Deep enough fly ball would pretty much seal the deal. Soweski waiting for the call from her dugout.
And it's like I said, Miller has had a good day at the plate. This is middle of the lineup has did the most damage.
And I'm not surprised here, Shannon. They are going to intentionally walk Miller to make a play at any base with nobody gone, or, well, make it home, obviously. The play will be at home with nobody gone. Wayne stands in. She had an RBI single in the 5th. As much pressure as you can imagine for a sectional championship as Soweski gets ready.
This is one of the ones where you know the batter wants to win the game. Is she going to be a little antsy? Can you throw one high and see if she chases it?
Soweski delivers, strike 1 at the knees. And Coach Kogle wants a timeout to talk to his batter. Now, Shannon, going through the process here as the infielders obviously playing in, all of your throws going to have to be home, but like I said, deep enough to the outfield. It's an interesting dilemma if you're John Glenn, because you've got to make sure that is deep enough for that throw home. So if you're the batter in Wayne, you don't want to hit it on the ground. You don't want to hit it straight up in the air, but anything in a gap will win them the game. Soweski, her 0-1. Bunt attempt, pulls the bat back. And a ball called, I'm going to guess, a little outside.
Boy, that sun just ducked behind that cloud right there, and it really changed the eye level for everybody.
Oh.
It got dark quick.
My eyes haven't adjusted quite yet.
Well, they might have to take off the sunglasses behind the plate.
Soweski's 1-1. Bunt attempt, pulling the bat back again. It's now 2-1. No bases open, as Philly has gone with 2 intentional walks, and it was a double from Booth that has the bases juiced up. Bottom of the 7th. Soweski delivers. Back up the middle. Off of her legs. Soweski can't grab it. Throws home. As that will do it, as it is an RBI single for Sarah Wayne, which will give the John Glenn Lady Muskies the sectional championship.
Tough play right there to make. It was just a rocket back at her, hit her in the leg. Time you spin around and find it, they already had the runner on the move. So that was going to be a hard, tough play to make, even if it got to you and you could find it quick enough.
It was Evans who came around to score to pick up the victory. So, after falling twice in the regular season to New Philadelphia, John Glenn picks up the victory and some redemption in the tournament as their season will continue, as they will be taking on the winner of Morgan and Harrison Central. And Shannon, you cannot ask for much more out of a sectional championship.
Yeah, I mean, outstanding game by both of these teams. It's what it comes down to. It's tournament time, and it stinks that somebody has to lose, but an outstanding game by both of these clubs, and they were both very deserving of winning. But at the end of the day, John Glenn gets the win 5-4, and the Quakers suffer a tough loss right here.
We will move on to your Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show as New Philadelphia falls to John Glenn 5-4. When we come back, we will bring you the final stats and round out today's presentation of high school softball in Z Country. Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications will return after this.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Reduce your energy costs and get rebates up to $400? Thad here for TMK Valley Propane. The Ohio Propane Council offers Ohio residents rebates for installing new propane water heaters and furnaces. Heck, even licensed installers can receive incentives for installation. Visit OhioPropaneRebates.com. This public service announcement is brought to you by your friends at TMK Valley Propane.
All the way to TMK, service with a personal touch.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at SarchoneCDJR.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
It is the Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show as John Glenn picks up the 5-4 victory over New Philadelphia in this Division II East District Sectional Championship. John Glenn moves on while New Philadelphia's season comes to an end. And running through some of your final stat lines, the 2 pitchers for New Philadelphia, Jillian Howard went 4 2/3 innings, struck out 2, gave up 7 hits with 4 earned runs. Sarah Soeski goes 2 1/3, not getting a strikeout, allowing 3 hits and having the 1 earned run. As for John Glenn on the mound, it was Sydney Marshall who gets the win, going 7 innings, striking out 10, only walking 1, did hit 2 batters, gave up 5 hits and 4 earned runs. with that victory on the mound, and coming through with the RBI single to win it. She had a pair of RBIs on the day with Sarah Wayne, the second baseman, and also driving in runs for John Glenn, where Ava Miller, she had a pair of RBIs. Olivia Booth also had an RBI, and that was actually all the runs that were driven in there, Shannon. So it was the 4, 5, and 6 hitters who did all the damage today for the Muskies.
Yeah, like I said, the middle of the order right there for the Muskies did everything for them. New Philly, they kind of spread it around a little bit, took advantage of some errors and a couple hit-by pitches, and you can't say enough about the Quaker season, that group of seniors. You know, that this will come to an end. I know they have a makeup game against Mount Vernon, I believe, that they got to make up.
Some league implications.
Some league stuff, league championship stuff. And they've had a great season. Like I said, the number one seed here in John Glenn in the district for them. They beat them twice this year, but they come up short today.
The offensive leaders for New Philadelphia, it was a pair of singles and 2 RBIs for – it was a single and 2 RBIs for Jillian Howard as she drove in 2 runs, and other runs that were driven in the game for New Philadelphia included a run that came across when Peyton Murphy reached on an error that came across, and the 4th run I do not have written down, unfortunately, Shannon, but it was the 2 RBIs from Howard that kind of led the day offensively. So looking ahead there as well, we could not find a score update for Morgan and Harrison Central, but regardless, the winner of that game is who John Glenn will now face. And partner, any final thoughts as we get set to wrap up the Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show?
Just like I said, just an outstanding ball game by both clubs here, and congratulations to the New Philadelphia Quakers on a great season. You know, they won a bunch of good games and lost a couple tough ones, but that senior class will be remembered. And like I said, they got a couple makeup games to do before their season's over, but good luck to John Glenn the rest of the tournament trail.
Certainly so. As we will go ahead and wrap everything up, be sure to stay tuned with Big Z Sports because we have a lot more tournament action that is going to be right around the corner in both softball and baseball. Speaking of baseball, we are going to start our baseball tournament action coming up on Tuesday as we bring you a Division II baseball sectional semifinal. The Carrollton Warriors will be hosting the Minerva Lions at 5 o'clock, so of course you can tune in for that and get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. That is when you get notified when we go live, and we'll have all the other updates that come on the Big Z Sports Facebook page. One final time from New Concord. Final score, John Glenn beats New Philadelphia 5-4 to advance. For Shannon Thomas and the Claxon Communications crew, I am Nick McWilliams. Have a wonderful night, Z Country, and we will talk again with you soon.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of high school sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.